When OnePlus launched a OnePlus 7T last month, it was a little weird, because now the lower priced OnePlus 7T had a better chip than the OnePlus 7 Pro. So what was going on? Well, seems like OnePlus had a OnePlus 7T Pro ready to go as well, and today let's unbox that 7T Pro. Well, we have the regular 7T Pro, but let's put that aside since you know what it has, right? Let's unbox the special edition, the special McLaren Edition OnePlus 7T Pro. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and if you do end up liking what you see in this video, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get started. So this here is the McLaren Edition OnePlus 7T Pro. We have the McLaren orange here with the OnePlus and McLaren branding to the front. The sides of the box are left clean. The back is where we can find a sticker which should have the pricing, but given this is a review unit, it doesn't. The McLaren 60 pushed the 50k mark, so maybe this one pushes 55. Will OnePlus dare to do that? Only time will tell. Okay, the seal's now cut. We have the never settle here. A carbon fiber designed black box underneath, again with subtle OnePlus and McLaren logos. Opening it up, we have more similar branding. Here we have a safety information guide, a recycling leaflet, a SIM ejector pin, a quick start guide, along with a regular invitation letter. Let's start that one open, and you can pause the screen and read through it if you want to. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to hit pause. 3, 2, 1. Moving on, we have the McLaren Edition OnePlus 7T Pro neatly wrapped. Taking it out of that plastic, in hand it feels just like the OnePlus 7 Pro. Let's remove the sticker first. It looks gorgeous. This back is quite something, isn't it? It's surprising that from some angles OnePlus's own logo isn't clearly visible. Seems like OnePlus liked this design so much that they were even willing to sacrifice their own logo's visibility for it. By the way, I'm glad to see this orange accent return on the alert slider. Let's now turn the OnePlus 7T on, keep it aside. Next, we have an orange USB Type-C cable and an orange accent warp charge brick. Here's the special edition case hidden underneath the box. It's supposed to be designed with Alcantara, a composite fabric material that provides a soft and subtle feel. It's also supposed to be durable. That's the marketing spiel at least. Me personally, I find it quite grippy. It's supposed to be familiar to McLaren fans. The case looks nice, doesn't it? Anyway, let's now get back to the 7T Pro, take a closer look at it. Let's start first with what's unique with the McLaren Edition. This one comes with 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, UFS 3.0 of course. Now, this is the highest variant you can get from OnePlus today, 12 gigs of RAM. If you want 512 gigs of storage, you're gonna have to buy 2 of these. Now, jokes apart, from the back, it has this pattern going for it. You're gonna either love it or hate it. Then there's the papaya orange accent around the camera, on the alert slider here, and at the bottom of the back. And that's pretty much it. That's the McLaren Edition. Even the OnePlus 7T Pro doesn't bring with it a lot of new things, a lot of changes. It's one of the most minor refreshes we've seen from OnePlus. It's basically bringing 4 new things to the table. First, Warp Charge 30T. It's the same 5V 6A warp charge, but it's supposed to charge a little faster now. We saw it with the OnePlus 7T first, it's here with the 7T Pro now. Number 2, the battery capacity is marginally increased 4000 mAh to 4085 mAh. This barely counts as an upgrade since it's not even something you're gonna really notice. The processor inside has also gotten marginally faster. It's now the Snapdragon 855 Plus instead of the 855 from the OnePlus 7 Pro. And finally, the base variant, it used to be 6128, but now it's 8256. That's the standard, and that's pretty much it for the 7T Pro. Okay, if we were to nitpick, we could technically say it comes with Oxygen OS 10 out of the box. Oxygen OS 10 that's built on Android 10. The 7 Pro, it did not come out of the box with that, but hey, that's a technicality since the OnePlus 7 Pro is getting Oxygen OS 10 with every single feature that you see on the OnePlus 7T Pro as well. So software-wise, there's literally no difference between the 7 Pro and the 7T Pro. So barring these minor changes, this is for all intents and purposes the same OnePlus 7 Pro that we've come to love. And here's a small refresher on that. We have a 6.67-inch Fluid AMOLED panel. Basically, that's OnePlus peak for an AMOLED panel with a Quad HD Plus resolution and a 90Hz refresh rate. This display is as stunning as the first time we saw it. It's a vibrant panel, bright with excellent contrast and viewing angles. It's also super sharp with a pixel density of over 500 pixels per inch. The way it curves to the edges, it kind of melts, making it feel very nice to the touch. This, along with that 90Hz refresh, makes even day-to-day use a pleasure. Not only that, but the display is also great for consuming media. The stereo speakers enhance this experience, and so does the fact that this display is uninterrupted, no notch, no cutouts. OnePlus have managed to pull this off by going with a pop-up camera. This is a 16-megapixel f2 camera, the Sony IMX 471, and we know how that performs by now. There's face unlock too, and it works well. Under the display, there is a fingerprint scanner that's quite fast and accurate as far as in-display fingerprint scanners go. Now the back is all glass, both the front and back are covered by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5. The OnePlus 7T Pro feels exactly like the OnePlus 7 Pro in hand. Now that's because it's exactly the same phone with regards to the build. I mean, the height, the width, the thickness, the weight, it's all identical. Even the camera or button placements, they remain unchanged. The power key and alert slider, they are found to the right, speaker, mic, Type-C port and dual SIM tray at the bottom, volume rockers to the left, and up top we have the secondary noise cancelling microphone along with that pop-up camera. Now talking about cameras, the back has the same triple camera setup from the OnePlus 7 Pro. So in hand, you can't really tell these two phones apart. So does that mean any accessory that you might have for the OnePlus 7 Pro, would you be able to use that with the 7T Pro? Like for example, cases or even say this dbrand skin? Sadly, no. This laser assist that you see here, it's been moved to the side. Cases will fit. The size of the accessories, that's fine. Dimensionally, both phones are identical. But this placement, it means say a skin's not gonna work. Now since the OnePlus 7T Pro is just as slippery as the OnePlus 7 Pro given the dual curved edged glass, I'm gonna wanna go with a dbrand skin on this too, just like I've had on my OnePlus 7 Pro all this time. Dbrand skins are perfectly cut and they improve grip while also making the phone look good. Dbrand does offer a lot of options for skins, and you can also mix and match to your heart's content. Skins are available for the most popular phones, and if you want to pick one up for your phone, I'll leave a direct link to Dbrand in the description below. Do check out Dbrand, our sponsors for this video. Now getting back to software for a minute, the McLaren Edition has a few extras. The lock screen features a McLaren dashboard inspired clock. For notifications, the display's curved edges illuminate with a papaya glow. There are some custom-made McLaren Edition icons. That's apart from the regular assortment of wallpapers, themes and animations exclusive to the special edition. But barring these, everything's straight out of what we've seen with Oxygen OS 10 on the OnePlus 7T. We get a new reading mode, Fanatic mode. Gaming here was excellent by the way, as you would expect it to be given the hardware and the 90Hz panel. That Fluid AMOLED panel, the stereo speakers, the Snapdragon 855 Plus chip, Warp Charge 30T, 4085 mAh battery. It's a very nice combination. The OnePlus 7T Pro is a performance powerhouse. Moving on to optics, nothing's changed here either. The primary is that 48 megapixel Sony IMX 586. It's paired with a f1.6 lens with optical image stabilization. It does really well under good light. We've seen the performance with the 770, 7 Pro, so there's nothing new for me to say here. Details fine, dynamic range is good. The secondary is an 8 megapixel f2.4 which allows for 3x zoom. It's worth noting that this one has optical image stabilization too. It shoots nice images. There's some variance with colors, it tends to get pretty saturated. That's something I hope OnePlus fixes with an update. The third sensor, it's a 16 megapixel f2.2. This is an ultra-wide lens. It has a 117-degree field of view. This one has colors close to what the primary offers, so it's pretty natural and seems like a solid performer. OnePlus also offers a super macro mode. This lets you shoot pictures like this. It feels a bit gimmicky at the moment since macro shooting comes with a second of shutter lag, and that causes a bit of shake, and I did end up with shaky shots quite a bit. Again, another thing OnePlus should probably fix with an update. For low light, with the new nightscape option, it seems to do really well. These low light samples, they came out very clean. OnePlus seems to have constantly improved the low light performance here, and I'm kind of impressed with what OnePlus has been doing with low light.
Now this is 4K 60 FPS footage. At this resolution we are limited to 5 minutes of shooting. Over here we can get 2x zoom, but this is software. And this is optical stabilization for the most part. Over here I like the dynamic range. As you can see how blue the sky is. The greens pop, the colors are quite good. It's pretty sharp footage, it's stable. I like what OnePlus is doing here. But we don't have access to the other two sensors. If you want access to the other two sensors, we can't get it at 4K 60 or even 4K 30 or 1080p 60 for that matter. Gotta jump to 1080p 30 for that. So this is 1080p 30, and at 1080p 30 it's still predominantly OIS here with the primary sensor. Now this is ultra wide. At ultra wide it's electronic stabilization because this sensor does not have OIS. So as you can see, it's not as much as a jump to the ultra wide as we can see with still images. So there is some electronic stabilization at work. And this is the 3x optical zoom, and it's still pretty stable. I like how good OnePlus is here. OnePlus is doing a nice job. Now if stability is of utmost importance, then there is a super stable option. This is again 1080p 30, but at this point there is a lot of cropping happening. That's because this is a lot of electronic stabilization. The algorithms are hard at work to keep everything stable. This is almost like, the phone is mounted on a gimbal, so it's extremely stable. And it's super stable as the name implies. And this, you take a hit on detail, but overall the footage is pretty stable.
Now as of shooting this video, I'm not sure what OnePlus is going to be pricing these phones at, but the 8256 OnePlus 7 Pro, that currently sells at 49,000 rupees, and I'm guessing that's the price OnePlus is going to be launching the 70 Pro at. And the 12256 is at 54,000, so I'd say the McLaren should launch at 55,000. That seems to be the logical option. Let's see what OnePlus does. At these prices, would you go for a OnePlus 70 Pro, or do you think OnePlus should have continued with the 6128 variant as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And by the way, would you like to see the OnePlus 70 Pro compared with another phone? A speed test with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, a full comparison, a camera comparison? What video would you like to see next? Let me know in the comments below, and I will try to get that video done. And with that, we get to the end of this video, end of this detailed unboxing. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. If you have any constructive criticism, let me know. And if you did enjoy this video, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.